Welcome to the Titans Colosseum Podcast. You know who I am. You know who I'm in the building with. Fellas, what's popping?
What's going on, man? Glad to do another episode, man. We got a winnable game this Sunday, man. I think we can go ahead and try to get this W, man. I feel it, man. This team that we're playing against is definitely worse than us, man. And we're playing at home, and we pretty much had their way with this team at home. So you know how we do.
Yeah, no, man. We're here back talking Titans football, man. I don't know, man. This season is so crazy. It still don't feel like we're coming off of a win. It still doesn't feel like we're coming off of beating the Texans, and yeah, we got the Jags in front of us, and I got a little different opinion from my counterpart here, RJ. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit today in this episode as well, too. So no, man, I'm looking forward to it, and we're gonna talk some not only Titans football but some AFC South football today.
For sure. Hey, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex, man. Buy with confidence, best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it down there to the lot, go to musiccityAutoplex.com and check out their inventory. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. And also, get that NWI pick in as well, man. You better get this money while it's out here, man. Don't be scared. Scared money don't make no money, man. BetUS, where the games begin. 10% gamblers ensures 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. So go ahead, hold that phone up to the screen, scan that QR code, and lock in that pick. Hey, y'all ready to get this show rock and rolling?
Yeah, ready.
Hey, let's get it then, man. Titans and the Jaguars, man. I wish we were playing for something meaningful, but hey, it is what it is. We both suck. I'm pretty sure Jaguar fans want the Jags to lose. I'm pretty sure 85% of our fan base want us to lose. So, RJ, I'm going to start it off with you, my boy. Your thoughts going into this game, and do you want the Titans to win this game?
Wait, hold on, Marako, man. We ain't eliminated for the playoffs yet, man.
It
ain't over yet.
You know good and well. You know good and
you know,
well.
remember Dumb and Dumber?
We not going to
there's a chance?
Man, look, man. Oh, I ain't finna play them type of games tonight, man. Shout out to everybody watching tonight, too, man. I'm sorry I couldn't get the shout out. See, I'm just ready to get to this show, man. But RJ, talk to him.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. Let's beat up Bravo, bro. I'm not trying to hear from them, bro, all season that they beat us, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we're going to be in this little range that we at right now from about 6 to 10, bro. That's probably what we're going to be picking at anyway. So might as well go ahead and get this W, man, and let's see who we get in this draft, man. So.
Yeah, man, I'm torn between the two because, we're at that point where we got to start thinking business. But 2, this is a rival that I really don't like losing to. And for me, we just like what Houston Texans is for us. That's what we are to the Jaguars. Like they despise us. So we're coming off of beating our Houston Texans, and now they're looking like, hey, they up for us. Maybe they could be doubting us. Maybe we can handle this situation. But I don't know, man. It's a scary situation for me because these are the types of games we've been losing this year. Not even just in history, but in this year. The games we should be able to go in there and close out, we still haven't shown that this team can go out there and win a game. We can't put a game on Will Levis's back and expect him to take lead and take charge. This is a game where the running should be good for us, but we've had other games where we should have been run dominant. That Washington game, we should have been run dominant, but it didn't work out for us. They wasn't supposed to be that good at rush defense. So I don't know. This week is a little hard for me for trying to. I'm battling with inside with my analytics and my fan, but best believe I want to beat these Jacksonville Jaguars because, like you said, we got to listen to them all off season, and I think there are opportunities where we're going to get in a pick that's going to be fine. I don't think we're going to be an opportunity to get the number 1 pick this year, so we at least need something to talk about this offseason other than how bad this season has been.
Yeah, like I was saying Monday night, man. The Titans need to go out here and whoop the Jaguars, man. Forget what we talking about when it comes to tanking and draft picks or whatnot, because the ass whooping that they took against the Washington Commanders, man, they can't go out there Sunday and lay another egg and expect people to continue to take them seriously. No, you need to go and redeem yourself. But I want to get to a comment from Titans South here. He says, I think we'll finish 6-11 with Will Levis showing us we'll rock with him in 2025. And if we still suck, then it might be time to clean house. Man, I think Will Levis has already secured his job. I mean, there's some things that could, change the minds of Rand and Khaled. Like if he reverts back to week 1, week 2, Will Levis. But if he continues to not lose games for the Titans, I think Will Levis will be around. Firestone, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I've said that many times already. It already seems like Callie and them are sold that Will Levis is going to be this year. The fan base has been saying QB, QB, QB. And I even said that when we were talking, like when Will Levis was tanking and doing bad. It's like, yeah, we're talking Cam and Shador this year, but don't be surprised if they still stick with Levis next year because Miss Amy does love Will Levis. And she did hold on to Mariota because she loved Mariota and kept having that excuse. Well, he didn't have enough coordinators. So I think at least learning from that, you go, well, at least I gave you at least an offensive minded head coach for 2 years in a row. If you can't develop, that's not no excuses, no change. That's just you can't develop. And then we can move on and try to find our guy because she's trying to be ready by stadium time. So Will Levis to me is already going to be the guy next year. I don't really think that at some point, listen to how quick Brian Callahan was quick to say he's the starter. He's the starter. I was like, there's nothing this guy can't do. He's going to be back next year. Like they're going to say that it was their issue of not figuring out what to get to him and to get him to understand. So that's what's worried me is because we hold on to QBs a little too long sometimes, and that's what it kind of looks like with Will Levis right now.
Hey, shout out to Darnell Frierson for the stars, man. We truly do appreciate
That's
you.
my cousin.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to him, man. Fam support, man, is always a great thing. RJ, your thoughts on the situation, man. Do you feel like the Titans hold on to these quarterbacks for far too long?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like with Levis, man, I think that he should be given another year just to see what he can be, because obviously he's improving. We gotta see what he can improve to. We would look dumb if we let him go and then he becomes Josh Allen. You get what I'm saying? And it's like the Titans the Titans let go of another one. You get what I'm saying? So we can't get rid of him too early. But as we talking about with keeping quarterbacks too long, yeah, I did believe that we kept Ryan Tannehill a little too long. You know what I'm saying? Like Mariota, we kept a little too long. Like Mariota showed us multiple times that he wasn't the guy, and we kept on bringing him back. You know, like we have a 9-win season. It's like, nah, we need to upgrade a quarterback. So yeah, I do agree. Yeah, the Titans have been keeping quarterbacks too long. I hope we don't do the same with Levis. I think if we let go of Levis right now, that's getting rid of him too early. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I agree with Corey.
Is it ever too early, though, if you go get a guy like Cam Ward and Shador Sanders and they turn out to be MVP Super Bowl guys? Does it matter at that point what Will Levis turns out to be as long as you got your guy, though? Because that's the thing I think sometimes we're so stuck up on. Like, but what if we let him go and they turn out to be like this? Okay, but what if we let him go, they turn out to be like that, and we get the guy that we're needing for the next 10, 15 years as well? Like, we got to think about that, too. Sometimes we hold on to the girl that we feel like, man, it's not always right there. Everything's not clicking. But if like we let her go, she might be somebody else's wife, but we know she's not our wife. Like we just let it go. They can go find their thing and we can go find our thing. Sometimes we're stumping the growth of us and the players by holding on to people too long.
And I agree with Corey's comment right here. But to be honest, we need Levis to be good. Yeah, we need Levis to be damn good for multiple reasons to keep us from drafting a quarterback this coming April, and keep us from having to go and pay a bridge quarterback. See, people got to understand, man, just because people want Will Levis to stick around and keep progressing doesn't mean that they think that he's the guy. No, this team got a million other things that they need to fix. And if we have to add quarterback to the list, my God, I mean, you talking about another 3 to 4 seasons. You know, we're already sitting here talking about it may be another 2 or 3 seasons before the Titans be back to legitimate contenders. Now, if we have to go and sign a quarterback, I mean, who knows? You never know what direction we'll go
I'm just
in.
saying that, and you know you don't want to speculate too much, but as it looks right now, like we don't get Cam or Shador this year, which we probably not. That's not how it's looking out. I don't think we're even going to be high enough to be able to get them. The next 2 draft classes really ain't good. Like everybody's waiting for Arch Manning. Everybody's waiting for that guy. Nobody else is really now. Somebody might next season might show up and show some hope, but ain't nobody really coming out that's big top tier QB name in these next 2 seasons of draft. So we're going to be stuck with Will Levis a lot longer than a lot of people is. So like you're right, we need him to be good. That's why it's at times that we need to make sure that we still hold him to a metric. Like, bro, you got to be this all the time. We got to. It's okay that, or yeah, you might be falling back and backpedaling, and then you're doing a little bit better. But we still need you here and above. Like we still need you to be this and hold him accountable, and not just like, well, you know, he's starting to do a little bit better. He's still not better than last year, and that's a problem for me. You're in year 2, and you're still not better than year 1, and it ain't a sophomore slump type thing.
Man, shout out to Gus Joe, man. I want a real quarterback competition next offseason. A quarterback in the early draft will force Levis to be that guy or show the new quarterback is the solution. I actually agree with that. And they was talking about that on 104.5 today, I believe. They was talking about Levis being the guy 2025. And if that is the move, they most definitely need to bring somebody legitimate in that can put pressure on him, because he didn't have that type of pressure on him this past off season. Understandably so, because I mean, we put all our eggs into the basket of Will Levis, and the last thing we will want to do is put that pressure on him that early. Okay, we got a season of Will Levis up on our belt. We know what he can do. We know what he can't do. Let's put him in an adverse situation from the jump to see how he responds to that. RJ, your thoughts?
I don't think we should draft one early. I do agree that we should have a quarterback competition. They probably bring in a quarterback like Winston or somebody on that caliber to push him to see, okay, if you ain't performing next year, you have one of your little circus, acts, bro, that you had at the beginning of the season. We gonna draft another, so we got another quarterback to replace you. You get what I'm saying? And so that we ain't just all out trash like we, like we was for the past like 5 straight weeks, man, when he was gone. You know what I'm saying? I say that we should get another quarterback. I mean, just we'll have a bridge quarterback for him. You know what I'm saying? For when he's not the guy. You get what I'm saying? When we find out he's not the guy. Because I mean, I just look at it like this, man. If the goal is that if Levis ain't there, man, we get another quarterback in the next draft, and I think there'll be more quarterbacks coming out in the next one, so we can be 5 and get a good quarterback. You get what I'm saying? We can be 6 and get a good quarterback. This one, if you ain't in the top 3, you ain't get a quarterback. That's really what killing us. And I just don't want any of these quarterbacks outside of the Cam and Shador, man. They're just too flawed outside of Cam and Shador. Milroe Campero, Ewers is injury prone, and he be turning it over. And then you got Drew Aller, who sucks, and Carson Beck, who's inconsistent as hell. Like I don't want any of them. Them ain't none of them quarterbacks outside of Cam and Shador are better than Levis. You feel me? So now I'm good.
Yeah, and I agree with KJ as well, man. We could trade Levis if he keeps playing good. That was also talked about today, the whole situation with the Rams and Jared Goff. And when Sean McVay developed Jared Goff to the point where he felt like he could get some trade value for him, he traded him. They got Matthew Stafford, won a Super Bowl. Detroit, hey, they balling right now with Jared Goff, win-win situation. So, yeah, I'm most definitely rooting for Will Levis. Even if you hear me criticize him, that doesn't mean that I hate the guy.
That's a crazy trade if you think about it, because neither team lost in that trade. You get what I'm saying? One team won the Super Bowl, and now you look at the Lions and what they've become. The Lions found their franchise quarterback out of that, and I'm like, dang, bro, nobody lost in that trade. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So
like I was saying earlier, sometimes but what if we let them go and they become this? We can be that situation where you can get your guy and we can get our guy and we can be that. Those things do work out in the NFL where two teams do win things. Yeah, they gave up Jared Goff and look what he's doing to Detroit, but they also gave up Stafford and look, he got him a Super Bowl. So we can do those things too. Like we don't have to hold on to guys sometimes too. When we know it's not a fit for us, it's not necessarily is this guy good or potential enough. Is he a fit for us and what we're trying to do? We need to figure that out and then move on from him so we can actually find a guy that fits the mold of what we're wanting out of a Titans QB.
Real quick, fellas. Do y'all miss Derrick Henry?
See, Titans football's bad when we got to talk about this, right?
We ain't got to talk long about it. Simple question, because I got my
miss Derrick Henry for what? Like, what do you miss him as a franchise player? Do I miss him as? Do I miss him as just having an identity to this team? I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I mean, what is he doing for the Ravens, bro? Like, I mean, yeah, they're good, but you're not picking them to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know you not. Neither one of y'all picking the Ravens to win the fucking Super Bowl, and they got freaking Henry and freaking Lamar, bro. Like, yeah. I think it was time to move on. It was time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Much as I love Henry and I got a jersey on.
I missed the explosive plays of stiff arming people because that was at least a good thing. When the Titans football was slow and it sucked and it was hard to watch sometimes, at least Derrick Henry might come stiff arm somebody and make it interesting and worth your while for the game. We ain't had that factor all year, so that I missed that, but not in a sense because Tony Pollard's been doing good. He's been running good. So I wish Derrick Henry well where he's at. So I don't technically miss him. But I do miss having that where every play you can sit there and be like, hey, Derrick Henry can make it exciting real quick. It's been boring all game, but hey, we're at the one. It can still be an exciting play real quick. So I do miss that factor.
Man, yeah, I don't miss Derrick Henry. I mean, salute to Derrick Henry, man. I'm gonna always rock with him, but asking me, do I miss Derrick Henry? No, I do not miss Derrick Henry. Why don't I miss Derrick Henry? Simply because Tony Pollard is doing his job, man. I mean, sure, Tony Pollard's been fumbling the last couple of games. You want him to clean that up, but Tony Pollard is putting in work, man. And I expect Tony Pollard to continue putting in work. When I talk about Tony Pollard, I can't help but to think back to that 2000 and I think it was 2006 season. We had Travis Henry where he ran for like over 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns or whatnot. That's what he reminds me of. I mean, sure, he wasn't freaking Eddie George, anybody, but he came in here and he put in work, just like DeMarco Murray when we traded for him. Came in, put in work. All you got to do is come in and do your job, and you cool. So, no, I don't miss Derrick Henry. Let's go ahead and talk about Cheetah Bay or Woozy, who's making his return on Sunday, man.
Thank God, man. Like we've been needing something, and what better time than now? Because we're facing Mac Jones, but Mac Jones is trying to be on a redemption tour, and they did almost beat the Texans last week, and it was close. And there was plays where they had passes, they had touchdowns, and Mac Jones just wasn't in timing with some of these wide receivers and missed the throws. Now it might just be Mac Jones and his inaccuracy missing that. Or it could be just, he ain't had too much reps and he's understanding who these guys are. I don't want this to be the week that he figures that shit the fuck out, though. And that's what I'm afraid of. Usually, when people need to figure shit out, they figure it out against us. And I'm not looking forward to this at all. So I think it's him and Brian Thomas, bro, that they've been having a good little connection that they've been connecting with. And if we can't slow the run and then if we get too antsy on their run, they can. Like Mac Jones still can throw. Is he still like a guy everybody thought he was going to be? No, but he was still a first round pick for a reason.
So RJ, Cheetah Bay returning, man. Your expectations for him, man. Are you expecting him to come in here and completely take Brian Thomas Jr. out the game, or are you just coming in here looking for him to just look like he still got a little bit to offer?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what I just want to see what we paid for, man, because we ain't seen Cheetah Bay all year. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to see what we paid for, man. Show me something, man. Show me, give me a reason to believe and give me a reason to have your back, man. If he ain't, show me what you're doing in the run game. Show me what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Make a couple plays, man. Get some guy opening plays, man. Because you can't be out here getting outplayed by Brownlee, man. So we'll see what it looks like on Sunday.
I mean, Brownlee, questionable too? Like, I know he'll probably play, but he's hurt too. That's the other thing. Like, man, we're hurting DBs, and I know we want to sit here and what's up, Titan Nation, Idiot Nation? Because I'm with you. It's like, hey, come out here and play this way and play good and everything. But you also got to remember, like, he's coming off injury. This is first game off injury. He ain't played all year. There's going to be some rust. There's going to be some trust issues of him playing, him seeing football again, getting back up to speed. So there's a lot of variables now that he has to come back to too. So I can see, even though Cheetah's coming back, I can still see this being a slow game and not a great game for him, because you're trying to come back from injury. You're trying to come and play in a system you haven't played in yet all year long at all, because you got hurt injury early. So this is new system, new injury. There's still a lot of kinks you're trying to figure out. You ain't even played with these guys yet.
Right.
Before y'all get to let me speak on what these boys in here in the chat talking about, man. We do this every freaking season, bro. Every year, bro. We get to halfway. We find out this is the third year in a row we've done this, bro. Or honestly, even when we was winning, we've been doing this, bro. We get to close to the end of the season and we talking about the draft, right? And it's always wide receiver. That's all we do every year, and we don't draft a wide receiver, bro. Like, how many years in a row we gonna keep doing this, bro? Like, we're not getting a wide receiver. I'm already gonna call it down, man. We're not gonna draft a wide receiver.
I think you really want us to get a wide receiver, but you just prepare yourself for them to go guard with the 8th overall pick or something like that. I do think the Titans gonna pull off some wins, man, and end up outside of the top 5.
I do believe that the correct pick is that Abdul Carter from Penn State. If you watch him, man, he is a dominant outside force, and so far so good. I'm sounding completely correct about Harold Landry because he's not living up to that contract like I said he was going to do.
Pretty bad for Harold now.
And Carter out there in Penn State looks like Micah Parson, bro. He can get on the line. He can drop in linebacker. He can blitz, run coverage, drop in pass. Like, bro, he's a beast.
Yeah, if my thing is though, and everybody talking about the draft and the thing, but my thing is if T-Mac or Travis Hunter ain't there, I don't want none of them receivers in that top 10, bro. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Hey, we can wait. There's so many good receivers in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round, bro, that we can wait on, dude. Like, we don't need to rush to the line, man. Wide receiver isn't just this huge need that we're missing, bro. Like, you look at Detroit play, you look at the Packers play, and we was talking about it in the group chat, like none of them have. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown's elite. I mean, it's not elite, it's really good. Outside of that, bro, there wasn't no good receivers playing in that game, bro. And these boys are competing for a Super Bowl. Like, you feel me? Like you look at the Packer receiving core, it ain't no better than ours. Honestly, who name me the 3 wide receivers they have, bro? And they dropping 30 plus points a game. Like, I'm looking at their offensive lines, they get a quarterback all day to throw. And I wish we, you know what I'm saying, our O-line ain't doing that shit. Our O-line ain't doing this shit. So I'm in the midst of, let's fix this line of scrimmage, bro, so we can get back to competing for Super Bowls, bro. That's really what this shit is, bro. The line of scrimmage.
Yo, shout out to Sportacular. I did not forget before they get on my ass about saying Sportacular. Hey, shout out to you for shout out to you for the super chat, man. We really do appreciate you, man. You always holding it down, man. What about Isaiah Bonds in the second or third round? RJ, you
I
are a
definitely
draft
like.
specialist.
I do like Isaiah Bond, man. I remember watching him at Alabama, and he was most definitely a burner, bro. And they haven't really been using him too much at Texas, but I know what he can do, man. He's a burner, bro. The
Bro.
Titans ain't. I just feel like the Titans been lacking burners, man, for a good little minute. But as you can see, like I mean, Isaiah Bond's not going first round, bro. So that just should just let you know that what the receivers are gonna look like in the second round of draft. We're gonna be picking high in that too, so we can go receiver in the second round. Another guy that I really like is the Ole Miss wide receiver Trey Harris. Man, that dude, man, he pretty much can do it all.
Yeah, I rock
Yeah,
with Trey.
Trey Harris he's very very good, and I would love to have him in the second round, man, because that'd be a good pickup. Um, but yeah, y'all can see, man. The second, like that, you don't have to go first round for a receiver, but you're not getting that Abdul Carter or James Pierce, bro, in the first round. Bro. I mean, outside of the first round, you're not getting that. You're not getting a Will Campbell or you're not getting a Will Campbell or Kelvin Banks Jr. in outside of the first round, man. Like you can find good receivers, man. You look at the best receivers in the league, having them more than half of them aren't even first round picks. Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? You AJ Brown. You get what I'm saying? Like who else? Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5th round pick. Debo Samuel. You get what I'm saying? Brandon Ayuk went first round. You like just go through the list, man. It's just all of them. Even Jefferson, he was barely a first round pick. You get what I'm saying? He was in top 20. You then anybody go second round. So like you don't have to get, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to get no first rounder, bro. A receiver. Half of them
Bro,
barely make it anyways.
Facts. No, because I'm with you. I think second, third rounds where we can go get a wide receiver. You just got to go get somebody that can make plays. You don't have to have dominant guy. We got Calvin Ridley here now. You just need some nice extra pieces to that Swiss Army knife. You got the knife. Now you need those other things that are situational ideal for you. So you ain't got it. If whatever game in and game out, we can strategize Calvin Ridley and these guys will figure out and get their play in. That first round for me, it's looking more where we're placed at, looking more and more like an edge. Like you got to go get an edge guy at that point because if we're going to do something, if we're going to move up, we're going to get some draft capital and we're thinking business wise. And I'm with you on your point now. You start looking at Simmons and you start looking at Landry and you start looking at those contracts. Like y'all are not performing up to these contracts whatsoever. Either one of y'all, you're just not. When you're one of the top players on our team and we're talking about that's the position we need to draft, you're not living up to your contract. So we can't keep paying players. So we're going to have to figure out something. And Landry is a good player. And this might be another situation where you let Landry go off flourish somewhere else. We get us some draft capital and we can go that route. I mean, look at what the Houston Texans did with all their draft capital that they got from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So you can let some people go and just let that thing work out and build up some capital here and start building what we need to, because it's not looking like what we're trying to do in this defense. Landry is going to be prosperous in it, or at least getting some plays. Arden Key has been better this year than Landry.
Yeah,
Man,
that right
Landry is
there.
not going to be here much longer, bro. I'm just going to. He may get another season, but I'm telling y'all now, these next 2 seasons, Landry's going to either get traded or he's going to be cut. I'm telling you now. They're gonna get up out their contract, bro. That's why I'm like, man, don't be surprised if we go James Pierce or Abdul Carter so we can have a replacement for Landry, bro. That's why I wanted to trade him, because I'm like, man, we can get something for him now before we go out here and he don't live up to this contract, and now we can't trade him. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing. Like everybody wants to go wide receiver in the first round. Traylon Burton went first round. He barely got 20 yards.
Had to go first round. He had to go first round for obvious reasons, man. But speaking about Traylon Burks, man, as y'all know, seasons shut down, like we didn't already know. Had to have a ACL repair surgery, man, and I'm expecting this guy to just go ahead and get cut this coming off season. Firestone, your thoughts, Traylon Burks?
Yeah, definitely gonna get cut, bro. It's just what it is, especially with the way, like, let's not forget what Callahan used to say about him at the beginning of the season. You know, Traylon's just trying to find his role in this on this team. He's trying to find his role in this offense. He asked to see if he can come run gunners, aka you're not getting enough reps, so you're trying to get some reps on special teams. Like, there was a lot of things going on that even the coaching staff was like, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to see where Traylon fits. We're trying to see what his capabilities are. Like when you're starting to search for the player's talent and how they fit somewhere, you're in trouble. Like it should be already standing out. Like, okay, well, he might not be the best at this, but the route running does this, or his physique. He really goes in high points the ball, or he makes breakaway speed. Traylon's not doing none of that. He's not really. You make some good practice plays from what we hear, but we don't get to see the stuff. So I just don't like the fact that, or I just think that he's going to be cut this season. He got to move on. And this was your year to actually not only put in that you should be a Titans, but you should be an NFL player. A lot of teams are going to be looking. And if they didn't want NWI and he had to come back here, I don't know what big of a market is out there for Traylon Burks, even if he gets cut.
Man, I'll say this, and then RJ, you can speak on it, man. I mean, we don't know how these other coaches may feel about Traylon Burks. Hell, we were thinking the same thing about Caleb Farley, and now he's in Carolina. I mean, he's playing football. So, I mean, I feel like there will be somebody out there that will take a chance on Traylon Burks. Now, what they get out of him, that's totally on them and Traylon Burks. But, yeah, I mean, this right here was a failed draft pick. I mean, the whole AJ thing that went along with it. I mean, it got to a point with Titans fans where you wasn't even really thinking about AJ Brown. It's just like this dude isn't doing anything. I mean, anytime he touches the field, he's getting hurt. And, he would show sparks in practice. He would show flashes, but just never could put it together in a football game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Traylon Burks is as good as gone, bro. He's gone. Yeah. He's not gonna be around here much longer. Man, yeah, I'm just looking at the top receiver. I Googled the top receivers in the league, bro, and I'm just going down this list, bro. And more than half of these guys were like late round picks, bro. Like you got Tyreek Hill, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, IQ, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, freaking Terry McLaurin. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm going through this. I'm like Keenan Allen, DK Metcalf, like it's George Pickens. Like, bro, you don't need to go first round for no receiver, bro.
I just don't want us reaching at these, offensive linemen because they're looking like a bunch of guards, and our issue is right tackle. The last thing we need is to take somebody out of position and put them in a position to where we're in a dire situation. Let me go ahead and get to this super chat, though, because we ain't want to keep them holding, man, especially when they spending money with us, man. We truly do appreciate you, Titans South. What do y'all think of Brian Callahan? We scored 30. I think it's a positive. I mean, when he goes to the table at the end of the season, man, I mean, I don't think he's going to get fired. I'm not going to rule it out because, Amy, she suddenly put on that Grim Reaper outfit at any given point and act somebody. So him scoring 30 points, it helps his argument. Something else that will help his argument as well is if he has a good record within the division. Firestone, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, the division record, I think, is what it is. And I think what more so either, too, is, bro, if you sweep the Texans this year, I don't give a damn. You getting good
he ain't getting fired,
bro. you can win or you can lose every other game in the AFC South. If you win both of those Texans games, your job's secure with Miss Amy, bro. I promise you. So as long as like Callahan doesn't get embarrassed in Week 18 when we play Texans, there's nothing to me that he's on a hot seat for. He's doing better. His play calling has gotten better over the years. We knew it was going to be a learning curve, and it just kind of sucked because there was other learning curves in the Will Levis play and a lot of other fuckery that made it look worse and made it highlight bigger. But it seems like he's getting better with play calling. Now we'll see in year 2. Do you change some of these pivotal moments? I know we couldn't fire Colt Anderson this year because it's your first year, but in later years, once you know how to coach and you got a staff together, when stuff like this happens, are you going to be willing to move on from staff when we need to move on, even if it's mid-season, or are you going to make us endure this shit every single time you got a buddy on the roster? So I'm optimistic, but there's still some question marks that I need to see improve. But you're going to have question marks when you're a first-year head coach and play caller.
RJ, I got something for you, man. Did you see what Colt Anderson said this week?
Bro,
what they say?
oh my God.
So basically, man, this guy, and I don't have the context because I didn't care for the context. I mean, there's just some things you just don't say. So Colt Anderson, he said he assumed that the players knew what they were doing early on in the season. And my thoughts on it before I pass it off to you, foolishness. I mean, you just can't say that. I mean, shoot, man, he's got to go. We know Cal ain't gonna fire his boy in the season, but he gotta go. As soon as that week 18 game is over with, he gotta go. RJ, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. He's out of here after this season. He's out. This was the worst special teams I've probably ever seen in Titan history. This is horrible, bro. Like every week is something with special teams that, like, he got me watching special teams stressed every play on when we get a stop and we finna get the ball back that we ain't gonna get to him at the 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got me stressed for when we don't get a third down and we got to bring Brett. I mean, I'm gonna say Brett Kern, my bad. That lets you know that he the GOAT, man. I'm so used to Kern being out there. But Stonehouse going out there and he getting popped, bro. Like, I'd be scared for the special teams lives, man. I'm scared they're gonna run the kickoff back. Like, this is ridiculous, man. So I think he's gone.
Yeah, bro. Because there's a saying, and I love to use this with my kids and other people. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Okay. And that's exactly what the hell you do. And how the hell do you show up to a team you've never been on, step up into a role you've never been in, and day one just assume everybody knows how to execute properly when your job is to teach and coach these motherfuckers. Look, I'm gonna go show up to a high school and teach mathematics and algebra 2, and I'm just gonna day one expect these motherfuckers to know algebra 2. No, what the hell are you doing? You're going in here to coach and teach them a system that's supposed to be your system that they've never used before on a team that you've never even evaluated before. And you're just going to come in and say, I assume they know how to do everything and they don't need me. What type of dumbass coach reality is that shit? Oh, I'm on the team, but the team really don't need me. They're really A1. They're good. No, what?
Man, look, man, his foolishness. I ain't got no more to say about him, man. He got to go, man. But speaking of foolishness, man, Todd Downing, the Jets, as we expected, they are disappointed in Todd Downing's play calling.
Yeah, I could have told you that was gonna happen. Remember Jets fans? I remember Jets fans freaking. I was reading it on Twitter. They like, oh no, the Titans, they didn't have nobody when he was the OC man, and all they had was Derrick Henry. We got Rodgers. I said, okay, bro, these boys they don't know football. I was like, you could tell. Even if you got Derrick Henry, you can tell if play calling sucks, bro. It's like they tried to blame the Titans for Downing being trash.
Bro, it's ISO, off tackle, ISO, off tackle, off. Like, bro, it's just running in the fucking box. That's all it was with him. And then play action bootleg out, and we'll see some guys in flats and on post. That's what we're gonna run. Come on now.
Yeah, Arthur Smith. We could clearly see the difference in the play calling between Arthur Smith and Todd Downing. Like it was night and day.
Arthur Smith was trying to set up something. You saw how Arthur Smith was trying to, run the ball to set up some kind of deep pass or, some kind of trick play or whatever. With Todd Downing, he was just up out there calling a bunch of plays, man. And I don't know how the Jets haven't figured this out yet, but you got to let that man get a little bit of oil in his system for him to go out there and operate functionally on a Sunday, man. You got to, give him a couple of shots and let him, get in his mode or whatever, man, because obviously they didn't watch that Green Bay game, the whole DUI game or whatnot, went down and called the game of his life. He called that game like he had everything in the world to gain if he won this one football game, man. But hey, it is what it is. It's the Jets. I mean, shoot, what do you expect? Everything goes wrong when it comes to the Jets.
Bro, watching Todd Downing play calling is like, you ever played Madden with somebody that don't know how to play call or ain't never really played it before, and they got Ask Madden on and they're scrolling, then you hear them, oh, that one looks cool. And you're like, that's like Todd Downing's play calling. He's just like, that one looks kind of cool. Let's go with that one. It's like, bro, you got to set shit up. You can't just go off of what looks cool.
Nasty work. Corey said he MD 2020 special in Green. I think he was on something a little heavier than that Mad Dog, man. Down in old vet, man. He looked like old bourbon drinker. But yeah,
man, I'm so glad he's gone. I ain't got to see that type of thing. See, that's one thing I'll say is that I feel like Brian Kelly is a miles better play caller than Todd Downing, bro. Because at least, my goodness, I'm looking at some plays the Titans are running. I'm like, okay, that's a good scheme. That's a good route concept. You know what I'm saying? And then Levis, when he finally gets home to freaking throw, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that's what it looks like. You get what I'm saying? So with Downing, bro, we was running hitches, slant, and curl route. That's about it in the corner. That's all I saw.
Man, look, man, he definitely wouldn't have NWI. God dang, out here balling, scoring more touchdowns than all the elite wide receivers in the NFL or whatnot.
I'll say this though. I did say earlier, probably a couple of episodes ago, that maybe Todd Downing should not Todd Downing, maybe Brian Callahan should hand his play, delegate his play calling duties. But then I think about it. If he's gonna be the head coach here, man, and he probably does need to call plays, just because the more he gets better at it, there's continuity within the play calling. You know what I'm saying? So he knows his personnel. He knows who to call plays for. Everybody's kind of on the same page. So it's like we're building. You know what I'm saying? The building it. So, like, yeah, it sucked in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning, I was like, bro, these play calls are horrible. But it's like he doesn't know his personnel yet. You know what I'm saying? It takes him, and it takes him taking losses. It takes making dumb mistakes, bro, for him to figure out what to not call. So it just give it time, man. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out.
Man, look, man, you know what went down on that plane, man. It was a Super Bowl celebration for beating Green Bay, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. We went to Green Bay and beat the absolute bejesus out of them, bro. That was a beatdown.
That was Traylon Burks' best game, too. Now that we think about it, man. Yeah. Him and Todd Downing. I mean, shoot, man. You see what Traylon Burks is going through right now. You see what Todd Downing is doing up in New York. Just thinking back on that Green Bay game, the two people that you think about the most during that game, Todd Downing and Traylon Burks.
Hey, somebody just popped up in chat. I don't know if y'all saw that, but they've been
hiding. I see them, man. Y'all ready for that top 10 draft pick?
Somebody's done hibernating.
It seemed like somebody got their
about 4-5 shows. Where were you been?
Somebody got their confidence back, man.
Groundhog came out to see a shadow. Is he going back into the hole? Is he going to come back out?
Somebody got their confidence back, man. But hey, shout out to Sid and shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, man. Let's go ahead and get to these keys to victory and score predictions, because like I said, damn what we thinking about with the draft and all this old tanking foolishness or whatever, man. The Titans need to go out there and redeem themselves. And the way that I think the Titans can go out there to and redeem themselves is get to Mac Jones. I mean, yeah, he's been giving Jacksonville some life, but you want to punch Jacksonville in the mouth early. You want to make them feel like they're the worst team in football and they have no chance on this day. You want to take out all your anger and all your frustrations out on this team. Get them up out of there early. Get to Mac Jones early. And the Titans will be setting themselves up for success.
Yeah, we can get to mine. It's simple, bro. It's get it back in blood day, bro. It's getting back because they've been taught these Jaguar fans been acting like really didn't do a lot for that damn team. And yeah, I get it. Brian Thomas is balling. He's balling, and he has about the same amount of stats as it really, but really he about to have a Jerry Jeudy game. And so I'm gonna give you some good advice on this show, man, and I'm gonna get you some money. Bet really over 100 yards this week, man. Throw it to really.
Ridley in that NWI anytime touchdown, bro. Parlay that up too. Ooh,
Yeah,
See,
bet
I
your
don't
ass.
see. I don't know, Firestone. I think this is the week, bro. NWI don't get a touchdown, bro. I think this is the week. I think that this week is all about Ridley.
No, I think Ridley's gonna have the yards, and but NWI is good for at any moment. He's just going to get a touchdown. He might not catch a pass all game, but the one touchdown, he'll have 2 catches, 1 touchdown, 18 yards sometimes. But this Jaguars defense is a zone defense, and NWI finds holes in zones. That's just what NWI has done great his entire time, and that's why he gets open. That's why he gets his touchdowns. And this Jaguars defense loses wide receivers very easily in these zones. So this is where, yes, I think Calvin Ridley goes off and is the number 1 wide receiver, but I still think NWI gets his 1 touchdown, even though I still think NWI will probably be under 30 yards.
Yeah, he gonna sneak one up in there, man. Yeah. I mean, at this point, RJ, I just feel like that you're just wait, and I'm not saying waiting for the fall off, but he's going to cool down at some point. And just like the whole thing about the draft, like you prepping for it.
I got a feeling that he just that the focus is on getting really the ball, so he's not gonna get off. Like it's just this game. But I know once we go back to being normal, he's gonna do normal Westbrook and Keenan stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I just see them in a goal line situation or a red zone situation where they're designing stuff up from Ridley, and maybe Jacksonville finally got Ridley on that one. But if you got Ridley, then NWI is definitely open, and we're gonna get something there. But no, like Ridley's gonna have a big game. I'm with you on that. The Ridley is gonna be the hot hand, and he's gonna dominate, or at least he should be thinking that way. Because I'm going back in Jacksonville. They've been talking about me. I'm gonna show them why I got this big money. I'm gonna show them why I came here. All that stuff, bro. Get me the ball. Hey, Levis, even when I'm not open, I'm open, bro.
Yeah, he's getting ready to embarrass them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he gonna make it. Because remember what he did to us, bro, when you know what I'm saying, when our cornerbacks were trash, they cornerbacks are sorry, bro. They can't stop nothing. They need Travis Hunter, bro. You feel me? They need him. So like they ain't got no cute corners, bro. And he's about to eat, bro. He knows, man, this damn team, they stupid as hell for letting me go. You know what I'm saying? They think this rookie is better than me.
Man, look, man, Jacksonville, man, you know how they roll, man. I mean, it would not surprise me if they had Travis Hunter playing cornerback and wide receiver. I mean, shoot, just being drafted to Jacksonville, man, you knocking 3 years off your career. Now, if they go out there and play him at both of those positions, this man ain't gonna be around long, man. But Fulcrum brought up a comment, Firestone. We need to get to your keys too. But Fulcrum said, did y'all talk about Big Jeff always want to be fighting, but don't keep that same energy during the play? Yes, we did. We talked about that Monday, man. We went in on Jeffrey Simmons and his foolishness. I mean, that's exactly what it is right now. I mean, you got all this energy except for when the play is going on. When you get on that field and you play football, man, you need to have that I don't give a fuck mentality through the whistle. I mean, while the play is going on, you need to have that mentality. When the play is over with, hey, get back, hold that shit back. Get ready for the next play. But Jeffrey Simmons, he wants to do all the foolishness after the whistle. We don't rock with that at all.
This is exactly why I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, that we need Abdul Carter. we need a guy to take the attention off Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons should not get double teamed this much, bro. Like, he's a good player, but he shouldn't be getting double teamed every fucking play. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be like. I feel like once we get a legitimate A type pass rusher, bro, the other guys are going to eat because you got to sit there and focus on. They say we draft Abdul Carter. We got to focus on him every single play. You know what I'm saying? Because he can get to you. You know, he can make a play that's going to change the game. You know, so our D line is really good. It's just we're missing an elite pass rusher. We're missing one. I'm just gonna keep it 100. You know,
that's the problem though. We keep saying this D line is good, and we're missing an elite pass rusher. But Landry's supposed to be that. And Simmons not an elite pass rusher, but he's supposed to be an elite defensive lineman. So like that's the issue I keep having with. We keep saying, well, these guys will be good if we put an elite guy next to them. They're supposed to be the elite guys making the guys next to them look good. And if Jeffrey is supposed to be getting these double teams, you're supposed to then. That's why Sweat's supposed to be looking good. Like you would get double teams, and Sweat's supposed to get open, and then Landry's supposed to get open. How are you getting double teamed, and you and Sweat are both getting double teamed, and we're still not getting pressure here at times? Like, and you're getting manhandled, you're getting worked, you're getting moved as Jeffrey Simmons, you're getting moved in a lot of these plays, and you're on the ground a lot of these plays. You can't make plays for us when you're constantly getting thrown to the damn ground or you're losing your footing and you can't even be there to make a play.
Yeah, man. Jeffrey Simmons most definitely got to step
he's had a bad
man.
Bad
but
season.
Firestone, your keys to victory, man.
Oh, my keys to victory is lean on the run. Just run the ball. Jaguars defense is not great. So we need to lean on that run. Let Tony Pollard make some explosive plays. His jump cuts, his decision making, hitting holes is elite, and it's one of the very few things we have on this team that is elite and that you can count on. Yes, he's had some fumbles, but yes, Derrick Henry used to fumble too all the time. Don't forget, last year was Derrick Henry's first season ever not fumbling the ball. So just come out here, protect the ball. I think you will do better, but every once in a while, a running back drops the ball. Don't do it consistently. But I think Tony Pollard bounced back, put the ball in his hand, and let him run this game, and let's dominate this Jaguars defense. And then the second part for me is like Marako is make Mac Jones uncomfortable. He's starting to look like he's getting comfortable. I don't think the Texans even got a sack on him last week at all. So they let him just sit there and throw on him. He had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he probably would have had more touchdowns if he wouldn't have miscues with some of the guys. So make sure he's not comfortable back there. Actually get some pressure. You ain't got to get sacks on him, but we got to make sure that make sure his mechanics isn't right and that he feels the pressure and he's throwing the ball quicker than he wants to, and that'll help us win the game.
I actually think that Mac Jones would have won the Jaguars that football game had he started.
Possibly. I mean, Drew, there's just one throw to Brian Jones. If he would have hit, they would have won the game because there was a definite touchdown. Definite touchdown.
You're wide open.
Yeah. Girl, just yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Score predictions for this football game, man. Bring them on up here, Firestone, so we can talk about it, man. I think that the Titans are going to lose this football game 27-17. Why do I think the Titans are going to lose this football game? Because it's going to be raining outside.
Good job, Marako. Way to check the forecast.
Yeah, that man checked the forecast. I'm done. We can get to mine, bro. We're going to beat the absolute bejeez out the Jaguar team, bro. This team is not coming in Nashville and beating us, bro. I'm sorry, bro. For what I've seen from them, for what I've seen moving forward, bro, they not a good road team at all, bro. We're about to beat the absolute bejeez out this team. Levis is starting to play good football. He's playing the worst defense in the league. Bro, he's about to light their ass. So, what am I tell you, bro? But, hey, man, this could be Atlanta Falcons, Will Levis, man. Not saying he's the guy, but I just know, man, they just got their ass beat, bro. And we're coming back home to play a team that we better than. Yeah, we about to beat the hell out of this team, bro.
I want to be with you on that. I really do, because that scenario sounds nice, but then there's a little bit of reality that slaps me back down and realizes, like, yeah, they don't play well at home, but Tennessee home games has been more visitor home games than Tennessee home games have been. So, and Jacksonville travels. So if you don't think there's going to be, if you don't think there's about to be a bunch of Jacksonville Jaguar fans there in that stadium, and the way Titans have been playing, Titans fans might not show up for this. This might be another Jaguars home game. It might not feel like they're in Nashville. So Bro, this season has been bad. So many Titans fans have checked out. I know
Jaguar
normally
fans
the
ain't that damn
rivalry games
big, bro.
don't go,
I will say them
but
tickets are
and
cheap though. So hey.
and it's raining outside. Who's going outside to watch this? Like, bro, it's just not. This is two bad teams. Why am I going to sit out there in the rain and watch them? And my team ain't been doing good. So, I don't know. For me, this is a slow, low scoring game. I didn't check the weather. I didn't see the forecast like Marako. I got 19-17 Jaguars winning. Bro, our linebackers are not looking good. Our DBs are hurt, and the guys we have coming in are coming off of injury and trying to, withstand and play through some injuries. The defense just ain't what it was at the beginning of the year. And Mac Jones is coming out here and trying to have a revenge tour to show that he can be a starter. He's trying to come out here and look like Sam Darnold, so he got a starting job next year. New York Giants just let go of somebody. The Raiders need somebody. There's some other teams out here that needs a QB. He's out here trying to step up. So this is a game where I can see it getting away from us and Jaguars step up and do some Jaguar things and catch us by surprise.
Good start from top tier, man. They won 9 out of 10 at home against the Jags. No Jag fans are coming to this game.
They know they finna get beat.
Man, them tickets cheap, man. Them tickets are cheap, top tier. So I mean, hey, I ain't gonna rule nothing out when it comes to this game Sunday. Hell, I didn't think Vikings fans were gonna show up like they did, but god dang it, they made this motherfucker into their own personal little US Bank Stadium.
And I'm not saying the stadium will be packed. I'm just saying there will be more Jag fans than Titans fans. And that can be there's 12 Jags fans and 3 Titans fans. You see?
Oh, man. So, man, y'all ready to join in on this little fun that the internet has been engaging in the last week or so?
Oh, gosh. All right.
What are we talking about?
Man, listen. We listen and we don't judge, man. Titans edition. So we're going to say some things. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. Just accept it, take it for what it is. And after tonight, we don't discuss it anymore. Who wants to start it off?
Nah, we'll let you start off.
Shit.
Man, y'all go put me. Man, y'all go put me on the spot like that. Man, look.
Yeah, you definitely start off. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and start
off
it
with
off.
a good one, man.
Started off with a good one. Okay, a good one. So I'll go deep for this one. No, DI or whatever. But okay, so we listen and we don't judge. Okay, so once upon a time, I was so disappointed in the Titans that I almost became a Patriots fan. Ooh. And it happened because of the simple fact that, the Titans, they was on a bunch of foolishness or whatnot. And I started off not liking Tom Brady over the whole, eliminating Titans in the playoffs, and then the whole Tuck rule thing or whatever. Everybody talking about Tom Brady. I was not a fan of Tom Brady until I got to watching Patriots games out of frustration for the Titans, and I got to looking at Tom Brady and how he was moving the football up and down the field and how locked in he was and how passionate he was. I said, that's exactly what the Titans need. They need that in a quarterback, man. I rock with that. And then just listening to Bill Belichick sounded a lot like my old football coach. So I started watching more Patriots games. And there was a point in time where I was like, am I about to become a Patriots fan? And then I thought about it. I said, nah, that just wouldn't be right, man. I mean, I got to stick it out over here with the Titans. No telling what may go on. And right here, right now, we seen ain't nothing really just went on. I mean, yeah, we rebounded from some things. You know what I'm saying? Got Derrick Henry, future Hall of Famer, had an AFC championship appearance, but, I couldn't switch up on the Titans, but we listen and we don't judge. Firestone, you up.
All right, man. Mine's gonna be a little bit more recent, and I don't. But hey, all right, we listen and we don't judge. Okay, so for the past 3 weeks, I get up every morning and I make my coffee. I put my Titans gear on. I get in the living room. I turn the game on. I'm ready, and I'm watching the Titans game, and I'm rooting on them to win. But deep inside of me, I'm sitting there rooting for them to lose, and I want Travis Hunter so bad. I want that number one pick, but bro, every time I watch this man play, I'm like, we gotta go get him, please. We gotta go get Travis Hunter. So for the past 3 weeks, I've been secretly rooting for us to lose, and it's been killing me inside. But bro, I want Travis Hunter, man. I can't lie.
Mine's gonna be funny, man. So for my birthday, right? That on July, my mother bought me a Will Levis jersey, and I wore it, and I've only wore it one time, and it's just sitting over here on his left, and I'm just waiting on him to figure it out so I could put this jersey back on.
Oh man.
Cause it's like, damn, my mama spent hard to earn money on this jersey, and I can't. He's so bad. They can't put it on, bro.
But your mama bought it, man.
Bro, the only time I wore his jersey was the time I was with y'all, with you, Firestone, when you came up for the
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I've worn his jersey, bro. And it's like, dang, bro, this mug just sitting right here, bro, and I can't wear it because he sucks. And I'm like, golly.
Bro, that's cool. Bro, because I feel that. Because like you get players' jerseys and then you want to wear it, and then they suck, and you're like, yeah, that's something I'm never going to touch or be seen in public until like decades later when it's one of those, I bet you ain't got this jersey. I bet you I do moments.
I got two. I got a Will Levis shirt too, and I ain't wore it since that get the Chicago Bears game. I have yet to wear that jersey.
We got a couple of them in the comment from Rashid, man. We listen, we don't judge. Sometimes I pop up early, then remember y'all went live an hour ago. Man, Rashid, we listen, but we don't judge. Hey, we appreciate you. And I'm actually, right here with you on this one right here. We listen, but we don't judge. Sometimes I pick Titan players for fantasy, knowing we trash. Look, I don't do that. I'd have made some bets on the Titans, knowing that we were going to lose the football game last week. Matter of fact, shoot, I put some money. I'm not going to tell y'all how much money I put on that football game, but I picked the Titans to win that football game, and they ended up getting their brains beat in. So,
hey. All right, I'm gonna add one more because this made me think of one too. But we listen, we don't judge. Sometimes I bet on the teams that the Titans are playing against, and bet with their players hitting parlays, hoping it'll be reverse psychology and we'll win. And sometimes I'll just be winning money and we'd be losing, and I'll be like, "Damn, it didn't work." But here, some money. I guess.
So I got one too, and it's kind of this one y'all might look at me different after this one, bro. Before we drafted Derrick Henry, my all-time favorite running back was not a Tennessee Titan. It was LaDainian Peterson. It was LaDainian Thompson, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I mean, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is, but he's not a Titan, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? My favorite all-time running back was always LaDainian Thompson, bro. And I got his jersey.
That's running back.
Yeah, I got his jersey, bro. Yeah, running back's my favorite position. So, you know what I'm saying? Another one. This is the last one, though. I got a weird fit. For some reason, I want the Tennessee Titans to draft Ashton Jeanty. I don't know why. I just love watching his tape, bro. He is that damn good of a running back, bro. Like, I really like Ashton Jeanty. He's damn good, bro. I just gotta wear. Yeah. I want.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Titans end up with dude, man. I got some more too. So listen,
but don't judge.
Yeah, I got some more too. I got some in the comments as well, man. A mine said I went to church one time at 11:45 to get home before the game. I think it be like that sometimes, man. Every year I've been Fulcrum said every year I bet $100 that they will win the Super Bowl. Hey, that's more though, man. I mean, shoot, disposable income, man. I mean, $100.
1 year's gonna pay off, and it's gonna be worth it.
Hey, if
People
they hit,
do it with the
hey,
Cowboys every year.
yeah, man,
You
you
know what the
gonna
hell?
be
They ain't finna win this shit.
you gonna be a rich MFer if the Titans ever get their shit together and win a Super Bowl. But I got one, man, and y'all can add to it if y'all want to. If y'all don't, we can go ahead and wrap it up for the night. We listen and we don't judge. So Lord, my cousin might be watching this, but hey, we listen and we don't judge. So my cousin came up here to Nashville with me to go to the Jets game, and he asked for a jersey or whatever, Titan shirt to put on. So the only jerseys I had access to was Jeffrey Simmons jersey and a Traylon Burks jersey. And I gave him the Traylon Burks jersey. I couldn't give him the Jeff Simmons, man. I mean, I just couldn't do it, man. I mean, I thought about it. I like, you know what I'm saying? Cause a Mississippi State fan, so man, him wearing that Jeff Simmons, it would be hard. But then think about me walking around in Traylon Burks jersey. I just traded. I said, I'm gonna give Cuz this. I said, ain't nobody gonna look at him crazy because it be people walking around in them Titans game with the numbers halfway torn up off their jerseys. Some of them don't even have a number on the jersey. It just say Titans. Whatever. So I said, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to Cuz, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cracking me up because like as you're telling that story, RJ's face just kind of like changed, and I'm thinking like, I wonder if he's just wondering if that's what happened with his mama. Like she actually bought the Levis jersey for him, but was like, no, fuck it, you can have it. I ain't being caught out in this motherfucker.
Man, he's the only white player that I've ever got a jersey for, bro. So you know what I'm saying, I want to wear him, bro, just because he's the only white player I got. You feel me? So
Bro,
I'm like, dang,
speaking
man, I
of
want to
white
wear him.
players,
oh man,
can we
Corey
talk
got
about
one.
dude that tackled Derrick Henry over the weekend? Man, this
Oh,
motherfucker is
yeah.
Cooper
DB at
DeJean.
white.
Yeah, Cooper
Was it-
And running
Ooh, textbook tackle.
this where the fuck did he come from, bro?
He went to
Yeah,
Iowa. You know,
Yeah,
bro,
You
we
know, I
could have
know
drafted dude, bro. I literally
I
said
know.
but instead of drafting, but I like the sweat. But don't get me wrong, I like the sweat.
dude.
But he was always the guy that I wanted because I was like, bro, he's there in the second round. I thought he was going first round, so I was like, yeah, let's go get Cooper DeJean. He's a hell of a player. Like, I just didn't want him in the first round.
For
You
some
know,
reason, I just feel
he's the
like
only white
develop
cornerback in the
DBs
league.
well, man.
Bro, since 2007. That's what I mean. Like I watched him and I was like, bro, let's go get this mother. We ain't played this position since 2007. And this motherfucker is now playing it and then tackle Derrick Henry like this. Bro, this is like white man can't jump to me. Let's
No,
go.
man.
Y'all
One
haven't had a
time
white
for the
quarterback
white
until 4
DBs,
years.
man. You making Firestone proud,
Yo,
man.
so you remember when Will Compton was trying to build his all-white team, bro? And he was like, yeah, man. He said, we got Cooper DeJean.
Nah.
he was trying to find corners. He was like, look, man. He said, we got to find us a corner, man. Like, we heard no here.
Yeah, that was funny, man. They had somebody for every position, but when it came to them
Boy, he
DBs,
couldn't find no
We're
corner.
going to pull some
He
safeties,
said, we got to
baby.
put a safety and put him in corner.
man. Man, Corey had one as well, man. It's a funny one too, man. My wife bought me a Lamar Jackson jersey because of our last names. It's still in the back of the closet. Hey, man, I don't blame you. I definitely don't blame you. I hope your wife ain't watching tonight. But if she is, I feel like she understand, man. I mean, shoot, she be out there at the games with you. She know what's going on. She know, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be rocking that jersey like that, man. What William say, man? Shout out to William watching tonight too, man. William said, I used to beg my mama to go to 8 a.m. service so I could catch Titans game when I was a kid. Hey, smart man, man. Smart man, man. We didn't have the 8 o'clock services back in Baldwin, Mississippi. And this is non-Titan related or whatnot, but I used to skip church sometimes, play sick just so I could watch wrestling. So I mean, we listen We don't judge. We got a super chat too.
Telling on ourselves.
Before we
so
do
much
super chat, I
tonight.
will say, bro, I went to a black church, bro, in the hood, bro. So them church services used to be from 8 o'clock to 1 p.m., bro. So I used to miss the first quarter of Titans game because them churches, the sermon, bro, it'd be about an hour, 30 minutes up there. He talking. Then you gotta do the praise team, the choir team. No, I'm just like,
man, look, man, prayers, but good God, I used to be so ready to leave church, man.
Yeah, boy. Especially when Titans are good.
Yeah, let's get to the super chat before I tell off on myself some more, man.
No.
Steven, man. Shout out to Steven watching tonight, man. Shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. We listen, but we don't judge. So don't judge us over what we said for the last 10 minutes or so. Steven says, I just hope we draft an explosive difference maker in the first round. And that's my thing with the whole drafting an offensive lineman, because sure, it's a need, but this team needs a difference maker. Will Levis is not a difference maker. Calvin Ridley, he may be good, but he's not a difference maker. Tony Pollard doing his thing this year, but he's not a difference maker. We need a difference maker on offense and defense. I don't care if we go edge rusher over wide receiver or wide receiver over edge rusher. Just make sure that the guy we draft comes in here and makes a difference.
It's agreed, bro. That's exactly what we need now. Exactly, and we need a face. If Jenny, Will's not going to be the face, we need to be a face. We need a face.
Hey, different,
No, I said Ass and Jenny, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but a perfect explosive playmaker.
Hey, I'm with you on that, bro. I was just showing we was just watching some of his highlights before we got on the show. We was sitting here going over some college highlight stuff, and that's his was one of them, bro. It's a beast, just a beast. Hard to take down, bro.
We ain't gonna judge you, Nancy.
I said if they got look, I mean, we'll just keep the tradition on having cold air running backs, bro. Just say what it is.
Hey, if he can run us into a Super Bowl shoot, I definitely won't be mad, man.
Yeah, he can catch the ball too, so you ain't got to worry about taking him out the game on third down.
Yeah,
and as much as we love Tajay, his injuries have been an issue this year, and bro, he just hasn't found his click in this Callahan system just yet. He hasn't. So, I mean, why not bring it? We're gonna keep 3 running backs anyway. Why not bring this guy in and run it? Like, you seen clearly, we can run 3 running backs in the system. It's a running back by committee type system. So
we don't have
why not? San Francisco does it. Miami does it. Why not?
I mean, then also you look at it like this. I mean, I'm not saying that we're gonna even draft him, but I'm saying that, like, you look at it like this though. It not only does having a running back like Ashton Genty make it easier for Will Levis to because the safeties are always going to play down, bro. Because they can't just sit back and make, you know what I'm saying, and play Levis all day. And we can finally, once Tony Pollard is, because he's almost washed up, bro. I mean, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got about 3 seasons and he gonna be out the league, bro. Or he gonna be behind, you know what I'm saying, to be in the back. So,
but is that almost washed up? I mean, 3-4 years.
I ain't gonna say almost washed up, but
he had an injury, man. He bounced back, man. I don't think he gonna be washed.
He good, but he got about 3 seasons, bro. Y'all know damn well after this the contract up, bro. We'll
take that. We'll take that. We understand. Yeah. What is it, like 27 right now or something? We cool. We cool with that.
He's getting close to 30, bro.
Yeah, he's close to 30.
We cool with that, man. As long as we have our shit together by the time he's washed up,
he's
man.
27.
We cool. He's 27.
Okay, yeah, that's why I said he got about 3 more years, bro. So when we say all day, what is the contract that we have with him?
I think he's making like 6 million, 8 million a year or something like that. But hey, shout out to Titans South for the super chat, man. I doubted Levis at first, but he won my faith. I feel you on that.
Okay, so he's on a 3-year contract. So he's already using up this year right here. So the next season, say we do it. We draft Ashton Genty. he, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be playing behind Pollard, and we could probably either trade Tajay or we can, you know what I'm saying, we can get some value out of that or something. Because I mean, we only got him for a 4th-round pick, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
that's
no,
my
and
thing
even in
is
that situation, like you said, you can go get him. That's just draft this year. Tony could be out within 2 years, not re-sign. Then you got him take over, and him and Tajay can take over because then maybe even Tajay could be his backup there. Like, there's so many possibilities you can go in that situation. But because we got to start getting into the mentality of drafting players to get them to be coached up and molded by other players before we actually need them, so they're ready by the time we need them. Not we're drafting them when we're in dire need of them. We got to start prepping some of these positions.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. That's how, teams like Pittsburgh and Green Bay always stay in the mix, man. They always got something cooking up in the background, man. And then when they players come out here and perform, people be wondering, like, where this guy come from, man? Hey, look, man. They develop players, man, and that's what we want the Titans to get to, man. But I'm finna go ahead and wrap things up for the night, man. Been another fun episode, man. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You can catch us on all digital streaming platforms, wherever you watch your podcast at. Best believe we are there. And go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex, man. Buy with confidence. Best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it down there to the lot, go to musiccityAutoplex.com and check out their inventory. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. We know how RJ feels about NWI. He don't think he's going to score that touchdown. But if you don't agree with RJ, man, put some money on it, man. Put that phone up to the screen, man. Scan that QR code. Lock yourself in. Bet US, man. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus on your first 3 bets, man. Even if you lose, you can't lose, fellas. Like I said, been a fun episode, man. I hope the Titans go out here and get a win, but I don't expect them to get a win on Sunday. It's gonna be a little bit too wet for Jeff Simmons and Jarvis Brown.
We at home, man. We gonna get this dub, bro. We at home, bro. I'm gonna be on the opposite end of Marako, man. Look, man, this team gonna come out. They gonna fight, bro. They got embarrassed last week, bro. We in front of we at the crib, man. We ain't been in the crib in 2 weeks, bro. So hey, they finna come out here. They gonna whoop ass, bro. They gonna whoop ass.
I hope you're right, RJ. I really do. I hope so, but sometimes when the team shows you who they are, you gotta believe them, and they ain't been playing good at all, and they're not executing on the small things. And as much as I want to say the Jaguars are worse than us, they seem to look to be a little bit better coached than us, and that's what scares me, is that they don't have the talent, but they're more disciplined and better coached right now.
Yeah, man. Too many potholes in Nissan Stadium for the Titans to win on Sunday, man.
I'm just not seeing where y'all getting this from. These boys just lost to the Texans at home after we just beat the Texans at their house.
Barely. And their QB went out.
They was at home.
But this is a Jags team that has questionably been the worst team in the NFL, going to questionably the best team in the AFC South, and they barely walked out with the dub. And the reason why they walked out was the dub was because, one, they injured their quarterback with a cheap shot, because I think even if Trevor Lawrence was in, they're going to lose that game. Like, Texans just couldn't handle the Jags. And then two, they won because Mac Jones had to come in and get some chemistry issues down and get some timing down. And there was a lot of plays that where Mac Jones could have sat there and completed, and they would have blown these Texans out. So, like, the Texans skated by in that game and barely walked out of there with a victory, and they should be thankful that they did.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Will Levis wouldn't have,
and we was at their house,
and they wouldn't have gave up that big stupid kickoff return, man. We most definitely could have beat Houston more decisively, man. But
if Will Levis don't throw a pick six, the game's
right,
over. The game over if he don't throw a pick six. Hey, it was over with, bro. We was about to go ahead and go up 2 scores, bro, with like 6 minutes left, and he throws a freaking pick six. Like, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Chick had to save us.
We finna go ahead, wrap it up for the night, man. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Hopefully it ain't too cold for the players on Sunday and they can go out here and get a win, man. Tighten the fuck up. Let's go.